Mm. How's everybody doing? Having my coffee. Um, well, I moved in. I'm starting over. My Saturn turn. I am starting over. Not laughing as hardy, because in Saturn periods, you don't laugh. You cry or you mourn. But that's the worst. About the worst of it. Right? That's about the worst of it. I'm good. I'm in my place, everybody. Take a look. I'll give you all a little tour. Okay. Okay, this is the apartment. Let me give you a panoramic view. Okay, there are my the demonic archons that are there to protect me. I'm not supposed to show you too much of that. Then of course the good, the positive vibration ones will go here. I haven't put them up yet. I just can take down the altar so I simulate it. Here it is. I have my Bible there, my chalice, my wand, my teddy bears. I still got boxes. Okay, that's the entrance. There's the kitchen. All right. Okay. The rent is $1,600. This will be my bedroom. We still gotta put lights on. I gotta call Con Ed to put on the gas. That's the room. And here is a very, very large walk-in closet, which I'm gonna make into a meditation room. Maybe now you can see a better look. That's the here I can make the I'm gonna make a meditation room here. Okay. So now closet and of course the bathroom. So I am entering a new phase. I'm in my second lunation, which occurs every 27 years. And then 2 years after that, or 3 years, depending if the planet is retrograde, the Saturn return hits, which is at 56 through 59. You get the prelude, or you get the, there you go. And move over here this way. Okay. So what do you guys think about it? Yes, you like it, guys? You like it? Yes, we made it. We made it. We made it. Again, a few battles lost, but finally, there was no war. Well, the war could not be won. It became a stalemate or a Mexican standoff. We're both too powerful for either one of us to win the war. So after exhaustive battles, we've reached a stalemate of equilibrium. Now we are at peace. That proves two things. We're two very strong Black men, alpha men, and we have the might and strength and intelligence that if we work together as Black men or as a Black community, that kind of power that we direct against each other, we can use to build nations and even planets once we reach that level of adulthood and evolution. So you had to see me go through this, guys. You have to see me go through it because it teaches you three things. Number one, I'm not invincible, I'm not invulnerable, I'm human, and I also have my weaknesses. Number two, I'm man in every sense of the word because I can make mistakes, admit them, own them, and then fix it. I'm very transparent, very transparent. So you can't fight that. And this, I hope my experience is You can use it as an educational tool for your own growth and your own discernment. Oh, Uncle Fernando was in this situation. What did he do? What I will do what he did. And you be smart, be strategic, speak your mind and speak your heart, but do it in a way where it won't be retaliatory. Because I did that. I became vindictive. He became vindictive. A lot of people got hurt in between us, battling and fighting. Relationships were destroyed that can never be remended. That's gonna happen, you know. And again, the gods want to see what you do. What am I gonna do with all of this? Now I got two places, one in Dallas and one here. What am I doing? What am I gonna do? Now the guys want to see how I'm going to build myself back up. Everyone knows that I've divorced, separate. We're living in the same building, but two separate apartments. Now we still run organizations, and we're still head of organizations here in the community. When we work together, and we will deal with our business, the community is watching, looking. So all that has to be rebuilt. And yes, there's embarrassment. There's a little bit of shame. People are looking and talking. Oh my God, he moved in with his lover, and the guy lives now across the door. All the gossip and all that can affect business credibility. All of that is being thrown. And then, of course, there's the issue of my health. A major crisis there. So all of those things the gods throw at you. And then they go like this to see what you're going to do. Because like I said, 75%, 25% of life is what happens to you, and 75% is how you respond. And that's what the gods want to see. They want to see how you respond to life's crisis and blows. And are you man enough or woman enough to marshal through it and come out like a sphinx? A couple of scars here and there, but that's okay. The body needs to know that it can take a beating too, and then bounce back with all the glory of the stars. Isn't that the mythology of Hercules, Perseus, Achilles, Priam in the Aeneid or the Iliad? These are all mythological archetypes, and we are living them, you and I, our common folks, every single day. Nothing has stopped. We mythologize them because they are great stories, but we are living our own great mythological stories in the making. We are. Listen, there is nothing new under the sun. All has been here before, including our darling extraterrestrials and archons. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. And on Patreon, I'll put the more juicy stuff. Oh. And he went outside. I'm going to try to cut a couple of habits. I'm going to cut a couple of habits. Yes, guys. Yeah, the COVID situation sucked. I officially had to file for Chapter 11 for bankruptcy for one of my companies. And yes, and that was very hurtful. I made a lot of money with that company and did a lot of traveling because of COVID. That Saturn took that away. But at least I didn't catch COVID. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at things and weigh them, and that's how it is. And the loss that I went through in this company, now I can write off to help with the tax shelters of this new LLC that I've created. It has been a tough, I'm breaking out my skin, this experience has affected everything, even my cosmetics. But everything is tested. Everything. You're tested on everything. Everything is tested. You're being tested on everything. Even your looks, they might fall on the wayside for a second. You look ragged, rough ride. Rough ride. We need more light. Do we need more light? It feels like we need more light. I guess let me get some tension. Okay. Between the, I finally was able to get more insurance, last minute insurance for my surgeries. So instead of paying $10,000, I've already paid $3,000. So instead of paying $10,000 more dollars, because $5,000 is for the anesthesiologist alone. You know, here I got like a medical loan emergency, and they only have this for teeth emergency, because they know that with the tooth, anything can go wrong, and you're dead. They can kill you. They know this, so they have emergencies, which I didn't know about. And I'm going to apply so they can pay for at least $7,000 of the surgeries, and then I have to come up with another $2,000. I won't be able to. I can't make the money fast enough to cover all this expenses, and then redo the towel. Do that, and just too much. So, I will be appreciating your donations. Zelly 347-485-6258. Zelly, okay, or PayPal. So, I have a lot to talk to you about concerning the Aquarian age, but first, let's do our usual. I got up to do something, didn't I? I went to I had to sneeze to clean my nose and forgot. I'm eating cornbread with coffee. I know. It tries. I'm like, fuck it. I'm not eating on this side anyway. Fuck it. Because over time, because the teeth is not balanced, because the mastication is on one side, eventually it'll fuck up this side. And I'm beginning to already feel it. Oh, that's doozy. Teeth issues, you don't wish it on my worst enemy. Not even the motherfucker. Not talking about Emery. I'm talking about the motherfucker. But I'm gonna be nice, and I'm gonna be elevated. I'm gonna say the individual. I wouldn't even want to withstand that person. This situation. Let me turn on the lights because I think it's a little bit too dark. I think that's a little better. I had the apartment painted while I was in Houston. But I'm going to change the colors. I'm going to make it yellow and gold with streaks of pink, which represents Venus. And of course, the gold, the side will be gold. The white you see there, I'm going to print it gold. The ceiling gold, everything gold, good gold. And then the walls are painted yellow, sun yellow, with pink at the bottom. Right? Yes, which matches my personality and my temperament. And of course, I'm working out and I'm following my magazine, my muscle made easy, and even this by men's health. And I'm looking and I'm doing the exercises to get the abs and all of that. And they're excellent exercises. I really recommend it. So yes, I have to change my life. So I have to find another way to substitute what I've been doing for almost, well, over a quarter of my life because I'm 53. To change these habits after doing them for many, many years, decades, can be a challenge. Look at DMX. He tried very hard to keep the drugs out. He tried, but he failed the battle, and Saturn took him because it's in Aries, just like me. So I was like, whoa, no. My boy had to go, unfortunately, but I'm gonna beat this. So I've already made the changes because the changes happens here first. Oh God, I'm bleeding. The changes are here first. Happens here. Then everything else follows. Oh dear. Yeah, I know. Oh, and that's probably my snap. I put it on that side. Okay. Alrighty. Let's put on the music. Right? Let's put on the music. Let's put the music and light the spliff. I gotta do all that now before the big day. Of course, I'm off the spliff. I'm just talking to you guys like like a little announcement and saying good morning. The bedroom green. We have to talk about that. What kind of green? Okay. Look at Neptune dominant. Can you do videos on Capricorn, man, Virgo, woman? I've already done those. Capricorn, man, Virgo, woman. It's there. Or if it's not there, it's on VIMEO. But I've done those already. Yes, a bun. Very good. Apartment numerology. It's number 1, Aries. And the building number is 562. And we add them together, it's 13, Scorpio. So yeah, those numbers follow me my whole life. 1, 5, 13, and 7. Yeah, they follow me all the time. No, he cannot interrupt me. No, that's done. What I do readings after surgery, not as much as before, because I'll be talking and I have to let the mouth heal. That includes eating. So I will be doing consultation, but probably not as often or as frequently as I am now, which is why you all need to get your orders in now. Put in your payments in now in Zelly or in PayPal. I am going to get a notification that you pay, and then we'll get you started before I go into the surgery. They don't know when they're going to do it yet because they're still, the first one, they're still checking. The infection did not go away. It was resistant to the antibiotics. They put me a new antibiotic. Then they're deep cleaning. They can't do the surgery until all of that is removed and until they're sure that the infection is brought down, because they don't want to do surgery and have the infection then spread, and it can easily go into the heart or into the brainstem. So that's what they're looking at and want to make sure that that doesn't happen. So I have to go back and forth to specialists, in New York and in Houston, so this is going to be a while. That's going to be a process, yeah. So it is what it is, I left it in God's hands. You guys praying, so I'm pretty good. Number 13 is a feminine number. Yes, it is. It connects to Scorpio. 10 and 18 follows you. And X Magic City X says tomorrow, like 1111 follows you, 444. Yeah, there's a couple of you who have told me that numbers follow you. If you go to the Bible, in the book of Numbers, it tells you why. See, that Bible tells you everything. But don't worry, I did a video on numerology, and I put the table and tabulations of it in Patreon. So that video is on Patreon, where you can calculate the vibrations of your name. Right? All right, let us begin with the Aquarian age. And let us discuss what to expect on the Aquarian age. What kind of music should I put? What kind of music? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yes. You gotta put one nice and slow. Class is Monday. It's Monday. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys set the mood, you know. My coffee. Okay. All right. The split. Lavelle Wakanda. Well, yes, you're going to talk to me today. I have sessions with some of you today. All right, with the commercials. There's a good weed, too. No kid que ma pa pa para. Okay, the Aquarian age. Understand that the Aquarian age will express itself through the polarity point of Leo. So, in the age of Aquarius, we have done an entire revolution. Let me tell you, do you want to know when the pyramids were built? The pyramids were built during the age of Aquarius. But the age of Aquarius ended 26,000 years ago. Oh, remember, it's 26,000 years rotation, precession of the equinoxes, and we're right back to the same age we were 25,000 years earlier. The clock in the heavens are turning. The Aquarian age, the Piscean age, the Aries age, the Taurus age, the Gemini age, all of these are 2,500 years apart. And when you add them all, multiply it, 12 times 2,500 is 26,000 years, guys. And plus, that's a whole revolution that the Earth does around the constellations. 26,000 years to go one revolution around the zodiac. Oh, cute. Okay. Hey, when they're trying to make it difficult. Today's Monday. Today's the Legacy Boss day. And he likes to play tricks. You know, that's him over there. No. Oh. Da, 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 da. Love it. The pyramids were built during the Aquarian age. But you see the Sphinx, the lion. That should give you a clue. What age were the pyramids built along with the Sphinx, the lion? The gods, they left that for you to figure it out. Del Rico cha cha cha. Understand that when the Sphinx were built with the pyramids, that was the age of Aquarius, expressing itself to the polarity point of Leo. That's why you see the lions, and that's why today you see fountains with water coming out, lions with the water coming out. Did you ever wonder where that came from? Because when Leo ruled the ages, the gods were personified as lions, and the lion fountains with the water coming out is a reminder of those ages past. The Sphinx belongs to Leo. The question is, when was it built? It was built during the Aquarian age. But now you got to ask yourself, was it 26,000 years ago? Or further than that? And let me tell you, the Sphinx was built before the pyramids. So we are talking a revolution more than 26,000 years. The Aquarian age came and went. Every 26,000 years, we go back to the same polarity point. So the pyramids were built many, many Aquarian ages ago. So if we multiply 12 times 26,000 years, we're talking about 12 times going around. When you multiply that, you get 26,000 times 12. Do the math. I'll do the math. I'm good at math. Let's do that math. Let's calculate by hand. All right. 26,000 years times 12. 0, 0, 0, 12, 4, 5, 1, 0, 0, 0, 6, 2. Uh-huh. Oh. Uh-huh. 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 Wow. Wow. Over 300,120 years. Over 300,120 years. 120,000 years. Now take that number, which is the exponent of 12, and you multiply it times 7. 300,021 times 7 brings you in the millions. That's when the pyramids were built. Many Aquarian revolutions ago. And they didn't build them all at the same time, but they were eons apart. That's what they're not telling you. So understand that the Sphinx and the pyramids was not something that was built all in one epoch or revolution. Okay? It is crazy. So understand that we are heading. Glad, thank you. You did the calculations. That's when the pyramids were built. They were built during the Aquarian age. But which Aquarian age? There were many Aquarian ages. There were many Piscean ages. Remember, the wheel doesn't stop turning, and we don't stop turning around the heavens and the constellations, which is measured in time. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. It's fascinating stuff, ain't it? Now, electricity, the light bulb, all that was created by the Egyptians. Well, not really. It goes back to Atlantis, and then they brought it over. Nothing is new under the sun, guys. All has been here before. And I got more information for you about the archons and the ones that are here and the Orishas, the Yoruba, who are also another group of archons. So and that I have to do a revision because I just was given new information from the up above about the Orishas. And that I will be discussing on Patreon. And it's outrageous as fiction. But it is the truth. Yeah. It's heavy. It's heavy what's happening down here. And the Earth's history. Oh my God. Let me tell you. With Leo ruling the ages. Well, no, let me say Aquarius. With the age of Aquarius, now here, isn't it interesting? A lot of people, you know what a lot of people want to know? A lot of people want to know, when did the Aquarian age actually begin? Do you guys know? I'll tell you, and this is an easy one. Easy. Easy. One more time. Easy. What year did the Aquarian age actually take hold? Yes, Patreon is a membership platform. $20 a month. IGTV, what is the end result of all these changes taking place? Very good question. Very good question. And if I give you the answer to that, it is outrageous as fiction. You want to know, IGTV and all of you out there? You want to know? This planet is a God maker. This planet and this solar system is the God-making system, or the God-maker system. Let me write this down. Let me write this down. This solar system, we have been placed in is, oye, mira, vive, lo siento, no te equivoques, estás soñando despierto. Wait. Ah, yes. No te equivoques, estás soñando despierto. Okay, the solar system we have been placed in is a God maker. What do I mean by that? What do you think? Thank you. Thank you. Bible Links, what's up? Why is this a God maker? To answer IGTV's question. Now, baby XYN. You're right. It's a training field. It's a training God. It's a training field. Yes. A training field for what? And it's a battlefield. That's correct. Tito Rodriguez está despierto. Oh, God. I have to put a little bit so you guys can hear it, but I'm so scared I'm going to get hit. But it's very nice. It's very nice. Let me see if I can put a little bit, but I'm scared that if I do, they're going to shut the channel down. I'll cut it down. And and yes, and the information is really too important to take the risk. But guys, let me tell you, the Aquarian age, what do you expect? What do you expect from the Aquarian age? Well, if you really want to know, you could do a role, you could play a part in it too. This is why it's important to study history and cultural anthropology, because these subjects talk about history, and the way man breaks down history and the way he measures history is very different than the way astrologers and mystics measures history. We go according to the clock of the dial of the ages from the heavens. Historians and primary scientists don't rely on that. They create their own calculations and their own measurements, and they use carbon 14, carbon T14, carbon C12, and their isotopes. And that does not measure time long or far enough. So that's why scientists always fucks it up and gets the time measurement of things wrong. The Egyptians, civilizations, and the pyramids weren't built 5,000 years ago. That's ridiculous. Just ridiculous. And they're just now finding out that it's 25,000 years older. And they're still wrong with that measurement. It's far older than that. The earth has sunk into the depths of the ocean in its revolutions, and the pyramids have remained intact and have risen back up again from the fucking waters. Still intact. You can find seashells and corals on the pyramids on the top, meaning that they were submerged and were up again, and they have evolved with the different revolutions of the earth. That shit with that kind of durability does not last 5, 10, or even 25,000 years to build. It has to be in the millions. And some great extraterrestrial force with technology that has surpassed our intelligence is the only explanation why they're still remaining in standard. And scientists, material scientists, cosmologists, archaeologists, and anthropologists alike are never going to find out the actual timeline of these pyramids because they're using a different frame of reference. They're not using that. But they know that it has a lot to do with that there. So they're wrong. Just like you guys were talking about the Generation Z and the millennials and the Wikipedia's telling you this, Wikipedia, I got bullshit. You're getting the information from the wrong source. They're using time and measuring in a different way than astrologers do. And we reign supreme. We trump what they say. So now I do this to Wikipedia. They're wrong. It's garbage. It's not spiritually based. And it's not the right. And they're totally wrong. Stonehenge, when I watch the documentaries and they discuss Stonehenge, it's ridiculous. You want to laugh. It was also built during the Aquarian age. That's why it's a dial of the zodiac, the wheel. People were into astrology. People were into the awakening. It happened all before. Nothing is new under the sun, guys. The same inspiration and hope that we have for the Aquarian age, that 26,000 years ago, the same humans have the same inspiration and the same feeling. It's a dial that repeats itself. But a society and civilizations built on each other, and every revolution built on a new age, on a new world order, on a new system. Layers and layers and layers and layers. And history is the study of all these layers and layers and layers of empires and societies and cultures that have come and gone, and it will always continue to come and gone because the wheels never stop turning. Okay? Okay? Yes. Finally, they're admitting it. that they are here for months. Yeah, did you see the CBS confirm? They're telling you, but you know what they're telling you now? Because they are making themselves known. So now they're rushing to tell you, motherfuckers, you've all known it existed. But now, because these beings, these archons, look, I've been having dreams, and they're telling me that they're about to make themselves known. Oh my God. Can the sheep handle that kind of shit? Can the sheep handle? Listen. Listen. They're coming. It does say in the Bible that they will return. I think the Torah. The Talmud. It's in the Quran. I'm going to speak. Fuck you. I'm going to speak. It's in the Quran. It's in the Bhagavad Gita. It's on every sacred text. They're coming back. They're coming back. They're coming back to see what we've done. The watchers, the archon, they're watching us. They're watching us. Now they're going to come and see what we've done. It's coming. The extraterrestrials, our space brothers, they used to live with us. It's in the Bible. It says it. There is a time where I will no longer walk with you, where I shall leave. They tell you. And they left. But they're going to come back. And it says, when the Son of Man cometh, every eye shall see him. I'm telling you, they're going to come down like in Ezekiel. They're going to come down. We're going to be, oh! We're going to tremble and fall to our ground and think, oh, but we're not going to call them gods, because in this revolution, we know now more and better that this is not God, but other beings that are lesser beings, demiurgic gods, creator gods, no different than you and I, just made of a different form and come from another or a different life wave that's different from ours. I don't know when. They're not going to tell us that. Yes, these archons are the architects. They're the architects of us. And they're the ones who taught us how to build weapons, how to develop music, writing, literature. They taught us how to build aqueducts so we can shit in toilets instead of in the woods, having to clean ourselves with leaves. They taught us the art of alchemy, chemistry, where now we have trees that we can make it to paper. They taught us how to be from animal to human. It was the archons that taught women about makeup, lipstick, eyeliner, how to braid hair. All that was done by the archons. They taught us. If you read the book of Enoch, it tells you they've helped us become the humans that we are. The only thing that they didn't do is let us know that they're there. But they gave us their mind. We were made just like them. It's in the Bible. It's in Genesis. Yes, they did. They brought us advancement. But remember, we live in a world of duality. So they also gave us the liability to destroy us. Yes, we act like them. Do you need me to go to the Bible and show you? Do you need me to go to the Bible? You know, I always have a hand and tell you word for word, let us make men after our image, after our likeness. Image means that we're going to look like them. And likeness means that we're going to act and think like them. Guys, read the words. Read them carefully. They are our true parents. And each one of these archons, or Elohim, as the Hebrews call them, chose a particular characteristic that will identify their children with them. Like Jupiter, Zeus, that archon, if you know your mythology, was the one that created humans. It was Obatala. Obatala is another name, believe it or not, for Uranus, where in the Greeks, he's celebrated as Jupiter, Jove. But Uranus was the first god. And the mythology of Zeus, the Greeks, and in the Greco-Roman period, or what we call the Hellenistic culture, is where we celebrate and we honor Zeus as Jupiter. But in all the traditions in anthropology, it is Uranus, the first god. But as the ages and races have moved, other gods have claimed the title. It's no longer Uranus, it was Zeus. But now it's no longer Zeus. Now it's Saturn. Oh, the gods change with the ages. And now, the incoming age of Aquarius is going to overthrow Saturn and his children. And the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. So now Uranus is coming back from the outskirts of outer space in which he was casted. And his children will once again rule the ages. It's deep. And the children of Saturn are terrified of this new awakening. Yes, Alenia, Eureka, the story of Prometheus is another telling of the same story. Steals the fire from Zeus or from Jupiter and runs down and gives it to humans. Isn't that the serpent doing the same thing, Adam and Eve? Eat the apple, because you will not die, but you will live a long life. That's the same analogy. The snake base gives the apple to Eve, and now humanity is awakened. Prometheus steals the fire from Zeus and runs down to earth and gives it to human, and now human civilization skyrockets. Do you see the connection, guys? It's the same story. Or whatever the fuck it was. We know it wasn't an apple. It was some kind of, the apple is another occult symbol of something else. They're both. They're with us and against us. And there are reasons for this, which is outside the scope of this, of course. And I talk a lot more about it in my Patreon video for the subscription. Yeah, there is a reason. There is a reason why this is happening. That's right. That's right. The Apocrypha, the Apocrypha or accurate. It's another name for the lost Gnostics, sacred books that were not put in the Bible by the Congress of Jamba of Israel. That's the Congress that puts that decides what's going to be circulated among the population and what's not. The snake was a reptilian, absolutely. That's why the snake symbol is seen in every country and every culture. The serpent, over in China, Japan, India, United States, the West American Indian, Hawaii. For even with people that have hit, they have leaves, basic human shit. Even there, you find the snakes. It's everywhere, and it permeates through all the layers and layers and layers of revolutions of history, letting you know that it's that serpent that has given us the wisdom that the demiurgic gods did not want us to have. That way we don't accelerate and become gods and overthrow them. Because that is where we're heading. I mentioned that the earth is a God maker. When you, this is in a nutshell why we're here. And now hold on. I should wear another joint. Damn. And I had another one too. I had another one somewhere. I said, oh, goody, goody. I got another joint. No, but that's too bad. Okay. Time flies. Mírela cómo viene, mírela cómo baila. Collera, collera, collera. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Well, let me tell you. Oh, mírela cómo viene, mírela cómo baila. Oh, Lord. But the music takes over. It's like I get possessed. Now I'm stalling as the energy keeps coming down for me to continue. Now understand that when we are talking about the Aquarian age, again, the daily mundane activities that's going to dominate or predominate this age that we're in will be by the polarity point of Leo. Now, I have mentioned to you guys, do you guys know when the age of Aquarius took place? Now, do you know when? Do you know? How did you know? Now, I'm giving you a hint. I'm giving you a hint. No, IGTV ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna make you work for it. I gotta work. 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 2019, no. No, IGT, I won't just say it. You say something. Let me put you to work. Salt and pepper. No. No. What year did the Aquarian age take place? We're talking about Lemuria was millions of years ago. Atlantis million. We're talking about now. Okay. In 2008 was the year that the Aquarian age took hold. 2008 is when we began the Aquarian age. Now, 2008, let me write this down. Okay. So understand that 2008, we had the beginning of the Aquarian Age. You know why? Barack Obama became the first black president of the United States. And Barack Obama is a Leo, the polarity point of Aquarius. And he is a black man, a different race, different culture. And Aquarius represents different races, different culture, cosmic intelligence. And what does Brahma talk about? Altruism, cosmic, having a better society. He broke many barriers, and he's a Leo. That's how you know that we've entered the Aquarian age, because our president expresses the polarity point of Aquarius, which is Leo, and he's a Leo. There you go, in your fucking face. That's the answer. Out. Dile, flores de su corazón. Ah. Okay. So when Obama became president of the United States, that's when the Leo Aquarian age took seat. So understand that for the next 2,500 years, we are going to have art, culture, theater, beauty. It's going to be another romantic period. Oh, don't you feel it? Flores de mi corazón. That is enough to be celebrated. Now, we're going to express the polarity point of Leo. Flores de mi corazón. I think that's wonderful. Wonderful. Now, understand also that with it, yes. Now, so many things are going to happen when we enter the Aquarian age, or as we're already entering it. The young people are going to lead the age. Teenagers and young people, adolescents, that's ruled by Leo. So teenagers are going to take center stage and are going to lead the old. As the old advises the young, now the young shall lead the old. It's in the Bible. That let you know. So young people are going to be heralding the ages, which is why the millennials are a symbolic representation of the attitude that's going to take place in the next 2,500 years. Azúcar para bailar, para gozar, mi cha-cha-cha. So that's one thing. Another thing that's going to happen here, there's going to be a lot of genetic engineering. A lot of genetic engineering is going to take place. A lot of splicing and building hybrid humans and hybrid animals, just like it was done back in the age of Egypt in the last Aquarian age, in which all kinds of beasts and monsters were created. Oh, yes, it's in the British Museum. The Egyptians created all kinds of subhuman species and animals through genetic manipulation. The Anunnaki of Sumeria were the ones who started that. Oh, wait. Okay. That was deep. And okay, so yeah, all that's going to be going on. Oh yeah, that's the flip side. Now, another thing that Leo rules is the races. the 12 tribes of Israel, the 12 tribes and races of Atlantis. So here is in the age of Leo, though. Now Aquarius, the polarity point, but in Leo is when you gave rise to the different tribes and races. Oh, yeah. So during the Aquarian age, its polarity point being Leo, we are going to have a final confrontation among the races will occur. And a blending, a homogeneity of the races will begin to blend. And as we head towards the Capricorn age, in another 2,500 years from now, we are going to be one race. That's where we're heading. And when we become one race, then we can collectively go back to God. Jehovah, our beloved God of this solar system, prevents a human being from reaching that oneness to emerge up, surpassing Jehovah. Do you know how he did that? In the Gemini age. But really, it was the Sagittarian age, and its polarity point was Gemini. And when Jehovah struck humans, and they all started speaking different languages, and couldn't work together to unite. But now, we have the opportunity to reattempt that unification. And that unification is knowledge, the polarity point being Sagittarius, Gemini. When we have the knowledge, we can come together as one and shoot up and return to God. But Jehovah struck humanity with different languages to speak. And this occurred in Babylon. To slow down meant evolution to go upwards towards God. So now that's how the races emerged. The races emerged during the Sagittarian period after it was inseminated in the Leo period, but always expressing itself in its polarity points. Oh, this is deep. And this is the actual measurement chronology that cosmologists and scientists should be using. But they're not going to do that because they have to depend on something that they can control. Is this making sense? Is this making sense? Okay. So, guys, I gave it with a little bit, and I'll come back to give you more. Please donate. Zelle 347-485-6258 or PayPal. Okay, there we go. I put it there, right? So there it is. Oh, I don't know why it put it together. So let me put that again. I was trying not to confuse you guys. It was 7, 4, 8, 5, 6, 2, 5, 8. All right. And then of course, PayPal. So I'll put that down. That PayPal. Isha Farmer. Okay, everybody. Bye.